Climate change and easy solutions. Imagine this. You step outside on a summer morning. The air feels thicker, hotter, heavier than it used to. The birdsong that once filled the dawn is quieter. The sky is hazy, not with clouds, but with smoke from distant fires. This isn't a scene from a dystopian movie. It's the reality many of us are living, and for millions more, it's coming faster than they think. Climate change, it's a phrase we've all heard. But here is the part we rarely hear. The solutions don't always have to be complicated, expensive, or out of reach. Some of the easiest, simplest shifts can make the biggest difference. And in the next 30 minutes, we're going to uncover them together. So let's start. The challenge we face. Climate change often feels overwhelming. When we see glaciers collapsing into the ocean or hear about wildfires consuming entire regions, it's easy to feel powerless. It's easy to think, what difference could I possibly make? But here is the truth. Climate change isn't caused by one single act. It is the result of billions of small actions, piling up year after year. Which means the solutions can also begin small. Let's break this down. At its core, climate change is a story about balance and imbalance, to be precise. Our planet has always released and absorbed carbon dioxide naturally. But in just the last century, humans have tilted that balance. We've pumped more CO2 into the atmosphere than the Earth's systems can absorb. Imagine a blanket wrapped around the planet, growing thicker every day. The heat has nowhere to go. And our world is changing because of it. We see it in rising sea levels. We see it in stronger hurricanes. We see it in unpredictable rains that ruin harvests. But let me ask you something. Have you noticed it personally? Have your summers grown hotter, your winters stranger, your rains heavier? For many, the answer is yes. Why easy solutions work? Now you might be wondering, if the problem is so massive, how can small, easy solutions matter? Let me give you an analogy. Imagine a giant ship heading toward an iceberg. One small turn of the wheel won't immediately change its course, but dozens of small turns sustained over time absolutely will. Climate solutions work the same way. Each small step may look insignificant on its own, but together they can shift the trajectory of our entire planet. And the best part? These solutions don't require you to be a billionaire, a scientist, or a world leader. They're things you and I can start right now today. Everyday actions that change everything. Let's talk specifics. Here are some of the simplest yet most powerful steps. Number 1. Rethinking energy. Switching to LED lights, unplugging devices you're not using, or adjusting your thermostat by just a degree or two. These might feel laughably small, but collectively, they save enormous amounts of electricity. Imagine millions of households doing this. Entire power plants' worth of demand disappears. Number 2. Food choices. Here is a surprising fact. Livestock farming contributes more greenhouse gases than all the world's planes, trains, and automobiles combined. That's right. Eating less meat even just a few days a week can have the same impact as taking a car off the road for months. So maybe start with one meatless day each week. It's doable. Number 3. Transportation. We love our cars, but they're a huge source of emissions. Walking, biking, or carpooling doesn't just cut pollution, it also improves health and saves money. It's one of those rare solutions where everyone wins. Number 4. Waste and recycling. Every plastic bottle that doesn't end up in the ocean is a victory. Recycling, reusing, repairing instead of discarding it all adds up. Number 5. Planting trees. It may sound old-fashioned, but trees are nature's original carbon capture machines. A single tree absorbs up to 48 pounds of carbon dioxide a year. Now multiply that by 1,000,000. 1 billion. Forests are one of our greatest allies in this fight. Stories of hope now. I want to step away from numbers for a moment and share some real stories. In Rwanda, single-use plastic bags have been banned for years. The result? Streets that are cleaner than most cities in the developed world. In Denmark, wind power isn't the future, it's the present. Whole communities run on clean, renewable energy. In India, one man named Jadav Payeng single-handedly planted a forest on barren land. Over decades, his work created a lush ecosystem the size of Central Park. One man, one simple act repeated. These stories matter because they remind us change isn't just possible, it's already happening. The bigger picture, let's be honest, Individual actions alone won't solve climate change. Governments and corporations have enormous responsibility. But here's the catch. They often act only when people demand it. And people demand it when culture shifts. So, when you choose to bike, when you choose to cut down on meat, when you choose to plant a tree, you're not just reducing your own footprint. You're sending a signal. You're adding to a cultural wave that says, this matters. Think of it like voting. One vote alone may not decide an election, but millions of them, they change the course of history. Facing the myths. Of course, some people argue, it's too late. Others say, my actions don't matter. But here's the thing. Defeatism is the surest path to failure. It's never too late to make things better than they would otherwise be. Even slowing down the pace of warming saves lives, preserves ecosystems, and gives future generations more time. And as for individual actions not mattering, they do. Because individual actions shape collective action. Culture is nothing more than individuals agreeing on what matters. So what does this all mean for you, for me, for us? It means the solutions to climate change don't have to feel impossible. They don't have to be hidden behind government doors or billion-dollar labs. They can start in our kitchens, our living rooms, our streets, our communities. Turn off a light, plant a tree, choose a meal with more plants, ride a bike, refuse a plastic bag. These aren't whispers against a storm. They're the beginning of a roar. Because the truth is, the future isn't written yet. We're writing it right now. Every choice is a sentence, every action is a line, and together we're drafting the story of tomorrow. So, I'll leave you with this question. What is the first easy solution you can start today? If this message gave you hope, share it, spread it. Let's make the solutions louder than the problems. And don't forget to subscribe, because together we're not just talking about change, we are the change.